Good morning, everyone. My name is Travis. Welcome to Destination Great Lakes. Yesterday on my personal Facebook page, I posted a video of my first fire of the season. And it was also the first time I'd ever made a fire using a Swedish torch. And I really enjoyed it. And a couple of you asked me, how did you do that? So I figured, why not make another one for tonight? So, here we go. What I did was I used the chainsaw to cut a pattern like this into the log. And later tonight when I light this fire, assuming we don't have a thunderstorm going on, what I'll do is I'll put some tinder down in here and I'll light the tinder, which will then catch these splits on fire. And it'll actually burn its way down with these slits, which you can see all the way through, providing really good airflow for that fire. Yesterday was the first one I made, and I really went a little overboard with cutting the slots. So this log being a little bit smaller than the one I used yesterday, I decided to go not quite as crazy with the slots. So we'll see how this one burns. They supposedly make really good cooking fires, so that's part of what I'm hoping to be able to use this for. Not to mention, out at the campground we have some really large pieces of white pine and red pine that, because of all the knots in, are really hard to split. So my thought is, if I take the saw out to the campground and cut them up this way, they'll make for some good fires for us to enjoy while we're at the campground. Alright, so we did end up with a round of severe storms last night, but tonight is an absolutely gorgeous evening, so let's light this thing off and see how it goes. Normally, if this wasn't such a dry piece of cedar, I'd stuff a bunch of tinder down in here, but there's so many rough edges from the chainsaw in there that, assuming the wind doesn't mess with my aiming flame, I can light those edges and this thing should just take off. Should being the operative word here. It'll help it out a little bit this time. The one I did the other night went right off without any issue, but It wasn't quite as windy. Come on. There we go. There we go. A little bit of tinder to help it get started, and off she goes.